Good evening, everyone. This is the Silent Silver Stacker. Last episode, we looked at some of the historic United States quarters. This week, we're going to look at a few modern ones. So we're going to just kind of go over the obverses here. You can see we've got some that look like the more classic. And then you can kind of watch George just kind of change as we go along here. He still stayed pretty much the same over the years, but there are some small differences. Let's see if you can figure them out. We're going to kind of go back with the obverses, because there's not a whole lot to see on the obverses, frankly. But after we come back here, we'll take a minute, and we will take a look at the reverses. While I get everything turned over, why don't you see if you can predict what kind of reverses we're going to see. I'll be right back. All right, we've got everything flipped over. Let's see how well you did on trying to predict what we're going to see on the reverses here. This first one is a 1976 bicentennial quarter. If you caught it on the obverse, the mint date on that was actually 1776 to 1976, which apparently the pups in the background really like, because they just kind of gave their two barks up. This next one here is an Ohio State quarter from 2002. As you can see there, it's got the Wright brothers plane, signifying that's where the Wright brothers were from, and also a spaceman, which depicts John Glenn, who was also from Ohio. Third American into space, and the first American to orbit the Earth. Coming up next, we have Louisiana. It's another 2002 coin, basically showing the state of Louisiana at the bottom, and then the rest of the Louisiana Purchase above it, signifying how we got that part of the country from France. Also, we've got a pelican there, which I believe is the state bird of state bird of Louisiana. If you're from Louisiana and can confirm that for me, I would appreciate it. And next, we have a quarter from California. This is a 2008. We've got the bear, which is the grizzly bear there, which is quite often associated with California, plus some rapids and some mountains. I'm guessing that helps signify some of the gold rush. And then the motto, the Great Land. And we have now a 2008 quarter. This is Oklahoma, and we've got a bird of some sort. I am really sorry, I don't know what kind of bird that is. Once again, if you're from Oklahoma, I'm guessing it's your state bird. And if you want to confirm that and tell me what kind of bird that is, I will appreciate it. And also, we've got some plants that I'm assuming are native from Oklahoma. Our next one is my neighbor, New Mexico, also 2008. We have the outline of the state of New Mexico, plus their state symbol or seal, which is actually a really cool seal. Amongst the seals and even the flags of the states of the United States, theirs is probably the best. I hate to admit it. I mean, there is a little bit of rivalry between Arizona and New Mexico, but they do have a super cool seal. We've also got their motto, the Land of Enchantment. And the next one after that is the Arizona quarter. You probably saw that in the last episode. Also 2008. We have the cactus and the Grand Canyon with the setting or rising sun, depending on which way you want to look at it. Also some desert plants. And there's a little mission over there, if you can see it as well. With our state motto, not really our motto, but our what we have on our license plates and such, the Grand Canyon State. So once again, this is one that's near and dear to my heart. It's where I was born. It's where I live. And it's about all I have on that one. This next one is also a 2008. So you'll see we've had 4 2008s. I'm only missing one loose one. I do have a book with all of the state quarters, and one day I may go through that and do a just kind of go over all the different state quarter designs. But for now, this is the quarter for the state of Hawaii, 50th and last state to be admitted to the Union. And we have, I'm assuming that's Kamehameha, along with the various islands that make up Hawaii. And once again, that's a 2008. This next one is a special quarter. Don't know if you caught it on the other side, but this was a Washington minted quarter. This is the High Grass Prairie Washington quarter, or excuse me, West Point quarter. If you caught it on the obverse, there's actually a privy on there that says 75, which shows, symbolizes the 75th anniversary of the ending of World War II. And hang on a second, I'm going to flip this back over so you can see that privy in a bit more detail. Okay, now I'm going to see how close I can get to that privy here. It's right there above Liberty. I'm not sure how you can see it on your screen. I can see it pretty good on my screen now. But 2020 so far is the only quarter with that privy on there, which makes it pretty cool in my book. And the last one we have, this is Washington crossing the Delaware. This is I'm not sure what the series is on this, but it's still a really cool quarter. There are a lot of, shall we say, variations on this, or mint errors. There's a broken sword, there's some die chips that have been found in his hat, but it's a really pretty quarter. And I'm happy to have one in my collection. Well, thank you everyone for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope I showed you a quarter you hadn't seen before. But for now, this is the Silent Silver Stacker, out.